we're back, guys, ladies and gents. Hey, I know this is a Three Ravens and a Steelers podcast, but we talk about more than just Ravens and Steelers.
Right.
I got a question for you. The Dolphins are looking to move to.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give you three guesses how much his cap hit is gonna be this year if they successfully move.
Um, I thought I heard or read somewhere that it's even going to be worse than Denver's situation with Russell, and
It's way worse than that. All right, I said a three. I don't want. I know we all work today. I don't want to work your brain this late.
yeah,
I give you one guess.
I mean 70 mil, 75 mil, out of 80. I mean,
Ed, 99 million.
mm, mm, mm.
And two are talking about I'm done with Miami. Are you is this the delusion of today's athlete? You
Mhm.
get to make your money, but you're part of an organization. It's not just you.
Mhm.
You done with them? They how about they are they done with you? And the Dolphins, word on the street, is they're trying to work it out where they can just because another team that needs a quarterback. I'm not talking about this right here. We don't want it.
Mhm.
But the Falcons aren't sure about Penix. Uh, Arizona's looking to deal Kyler.
Mhm.
So, and a team on the fringe may look for Dolphins may want them to eat 30 of them, and we do 69. The other team is like, no.
No. Mhm.
The Dolphins are looking to try to finagle $100 million cap hit.
Mm.
That is crazy. Oh my God. And when I
Um,
heard that, I'm like, that can't. Is this monopoly money we messing with? Give me your
um,
thoughts on that, Eddie.
um, Mike McDaniel may be an excellent offensive mind, and I think he's a real good offensive coordinator. But some of these people that think they're reinventing the wheel, and I'm going to go to Miami, which was the perfect city for him to go to, and I'm going to treat this like I'm going to treat it like an NBA franchise, where the players run the league in the NBA. That's what's turned a lot of people off from the NBA.
Including me.
Um, explore the play. I mentioned to you, he lets the players listen to music at practice. That's unheard of. Because I'm smart. I'm so much smarter than these other coaches who are so hard on their players. And so, it's just like me. We have kids. If you spoil them rotten, you know what the end result is going to be. You have. It's got to be some
Structure.
discipline. It's got to be some. It's got to be some. I'm the boss. I'm in charge. This is the way it's gonna be. So, and so then what happens is when you get a brat like a spoiled brat like Tua, and you put him with a hard nose like Brian Flores, of course it's not gonna. And then
Floyd's not dealing with that, man. They got
that
rid of the one they should have kept.
that that interview that I told you I saw Tua talking about. Um, well, I mean, Brian Flores is just not a very nice, but he's just not a good person. I'm saying to
Person.
myself,
He said that? Hey, you went up on me. I didn't know.
this is a direct quote. He's just every day he's just telling me I'm no look, bro, look. I understand
Here we go,
he
Eddie.
might have hurt your feelings, but from what I heard, every day at practice, Belichick used to tell Tom Brady that he was no good.
You
This
know,
is
Parcells
this
had words for Phil Simms, and he got two.
Mike Ditka couldn't get along with him. I heard that Joe Montana and Bill Walsh were not the best of friends, and we're not even going to talk about Chuck Noll and Terry Bradshaw. Bradshaw didn't go to his funeral, so this is
Bill
football.
Walsh came out publicly and said Montana actually doesn't even practice that well. I remember
Do you believe that?
he said Montana is actually not a great practicer. Man
Which,
got 4 Super Bowls.
which I don't believe, but
Right,
but you get the point.
right,
So,
right.
so guys like Tua, I'm not sure. Well, like I said, Miami created this monster. They deserve everything that's going to happen to him. It looks like now they've gotten smart and they've hired a couple of guys from Green Bay's organization, a well-run organization,
And
and
cheap. And they can scout talent.
they're gonna become tough. And there's one other thing too. I just want to say on Miami's situation. I've seen this happen so often, especially in football. A lot of times, teams will, if a team has a hard nosed coach and general manager, they'll get rid of him and bring in softies. And if they have a softie, they'll turn around and bring in a hard nose. Now, let me give you another example. I heard that Fossil, Jim Fossil, the
Old
Giants
coach,
today.
a Billick's boy.
Yeah,
That would
he
be
was
good
kind
principle.
he was kind of soft. He let the players. So what did they do? What was the next coach they brought in? Tom Coughlin. See,
He
so
was the opposite of all.
the exact opposite. Now,
Coughlin not dealing with it.
when we had Ted Marchibroda, then after that
We got
we
Billick.
bring in Billick. Now Billick was kind of a player's coach.
He was. So,
So-
was you saying Marchibroda was a tough one?
Well, I'm
He was
not.
only
I,
there a
just-
couple years though.
I don't know too much about Marchibroda, but I know Billick. So what do they bring in after Billick? a little fighter,
Right.
Harbaugh. So I've seen teams do this quite often. So I'm not surprised that Miami finally went this route and brought in some people who are going to whip these players into shape.
Right. Hey, Ed, this is not ballet. Okay? It's really not. You got. Oh, God. I saw that 99 million, and it's not a rumor. The Dolphins are looking to eat that, even with the increase of the salary cap. By season's beginning, the salary cap will be like 301 to 305. First time ever, it will be over 300 million. It's still gonna screw them up. Can you imagine eating 100 million and still being? I can't eat this. It feels like I'm talking about made up money. Like each team has its own printing press. Oh, Fort Knox in a training facility. They done with Tua and they're gonna eat 100 million. I wanted to start the show out with that because I know you beat the drum of player worth. We know Rashad's drum is about the involvement of you know who. We know nephew's drum was Harbaugh.
Right.
Your drum is. I hear you say this a lot. This player's not worth it. But I'm going to go ahead and say this. You're about to be really disappointed in 2026 and 2027 because I want to parlay next into with the increases in salary cap of look like I saw some research like even back 20 years ago it would jump $20 million 20 to 20 from '04 to '05 it jumped like 23 million which is for a team that has the money but doesn't want to get that salary cap fine or penalty. That's huge. That was 20 years ago. It's jumping astronomically, which goes to show you the health of the league, which is great. But I wanted to ask you, and I'm gonna give my opinion for the Steelers. It's gonna be some tier 2 players gonna be making tier 1 money.
Right.
Who on the Ravens you consider? I won't even say tier 2, but that you think is gonna make tier 1 money
And
but
doesn't deserve and does not
it's
deserve.
not tier 1 player. I
That's
have one in my mind but I'm gonna see if we lining up. And I'm gonna give you a second if you need a minute, because I
All right.
just sprung that question on
Right,
you.
right, right. Tier two, but he's going to end up getting tier one,
Only because the team can afford it and it's not gonna hurt them.
and you have
And
to
I,
spend it.
say it again.
And you have to spend. You know, there's a floor. You have to spend it.
It's a floor, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Worth. It's not about worth. Your worth is what you can get.
Right, right, right.
That's what it is. I feel like I'm worth more for what my job put me through
Right,
yesterday.
right. Um,
They just think about it. If you're ready to answer, that's fine. I can give you a minute or two if you're ready to answer. You
Uh,
need a minute?
yeah, go ahead, give me.
Okay. We got this edge rusher, Nick Herbie.
Herbert.
By all accounts, Steelers about to cut him a check
Mm-hmm.
or cut him a contract, and it's not a small one.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Herbig is TJ's backup,
Mm-hmm.
number 51. He makes a lot of plays.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
And by all accounts, I don't know. I hate to say because TJ won a DPOY. If Herbig doesn't win one, he hasn't done as well. It's the totality of it. It's the
Yeah.
totality of the 9 years, and we're not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
But from where TJ was to where Herbig is now, he's farther ahead of TJ. Herbig is in his second year.
Okay.
TJ, his second year wasn't nearly this good.
Well,
Just-
okay. I'm listening. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I think the Steelers, because they can afford it, are going to cut him a serious check. He's the one that I'm thinking about. That is not a tier one, but they're going to pay him tier one. Nick Herbig,
Okay. And he's the only one you got.
No.
Okay.
I got another one, but I'll let you go next.
Okay.
I got another one.
I have two of them.
Okay.
I would say Rashad Bateman, but
Okay.
but we already paid him, so it would be getting a raise, which really would be unnecessary. But we re-signed him. He got like a 2 or 3 year extension.
Really?
Yeah, he's under contract for a couple of years. So
Y'all got rights to him.
yeah, so that might not even be a good example. But a better example might be, and we still might not give him the money. Isaiah Likely. He's tier two.
And
Not-
that was my choice, Isaiah. Likely.
I'm telling you, Neil, Isaiah is a nice player. He's a nice NFL player, but Ravens fans are getting carried away. He's not better than Mark Andrews. He never has been. He never will be.
You know, our big brother, Big Percy, is a big Likely fan. He likes them Carolina boys, and we didn't argue, but I know he likes the North Carolina boys. And Isaiah Likely went to Coastal Carolina,
Okay.
and all I ever said was, let Likely is still the number 2. I want to see what he does if Andrews is off the team. As long as he's in Andrews' shadow, he's the number 2. That's all I said. And Big Percy went, oh, you don't know about you're a Stanley, you ain't about the Ravens. Likely this, like our big brother loves Likely. All right, and I do too. He's a good player.
He's a good player.
And it's funny because our wavelength is amazing. He was the one I was thinking about. Y'all gonna cut a fat check to, and be honest with you, Ed, it's not gonna hurt y'all. So go ahead and do it. He knows the system. He has a good rapport with Lamar. He has chemistry with Lamar. He's great offensively, not the best blocker, but so what? He's not Travis Kelce or Tony Gonzalez. That's fine. The way this cap is moving, you can pay somebody a tier 2 and it won't hurt you.
That's interesting.
If Andrews goes down in an injury, that money will be worth
Well
every
spent.
red cent.
Yeah.
Because there have been some games, Likely's never played a whole season without Andrews. He's played gaps of time without Andrews and has excelled.
Yeah.
He's done great with Andrews missing 3 games.
Well,
Or 2
he didn't this past season.
yeah, he was kind of missing a little bit.
Yeah. And that would have been and contract year. I'm telling you. And see, Neil, whenever you tell the truth about somebody, See, Shard to this day, Shard says I don't like Ray Lewis because
Why
whenever
does he say that?
you know why? Because I tell the truth. When Ray does or says something that's wrong, in Baltimore, you are not allowed to say anything about it. So whenever you tell the truth about somebody, see what you saying about Isaiah Likely, big pussy jump down your throat. You just
He did. And likely, you know how that North Carolina accent, man, likely this, likely that. I was like, all right, bro, calm down.
look. I bet you one. I bet you now. Mark Andrews been balling out long before we even thought about drafting Isaiah Likely. You know what it reminds me of? The Patriots had these two young tight ends, Aaron Hernandez and Gronk. After Hernandez got in trouble, I think Gronk did just fine without all the.
Hernandez was a beast too. Now.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. But now Gronk getting double, triple team. Gronk says, "So what? I'm Gronk." So
plenty times.
you
The
understand?
Steelers and the Ravens.
You understand what I'm?
Yeah, I got you. I hear you. Yeah. Likely was number one for the Ravens. Herbig is the one, and I'm also gonna throw in this guy. I'm not sure. I don't think they're gonna. I'm gonna scratch him off the list. You've been very hard on the Steeler, and I've always felt I was never delusional about Calvin Austin. I always felt he was who he was.
Right.
For me, I have a soft spot for these smaller, undersized receivers. These 6 or sub-6. Hans Ward was just 6'6" one. Steve Smith, a senior, 6'6" one. These 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", 5'11" receivers doing all these great things in this league kind of make me feel like I could have did it, even though I probably couldn't have. So to me, it's a soft spot. I'm not saying they should break the bank for him. He's very replaceable. I'm going on record saying, and I actually like him. There was a few games in his career where I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Remember the end of the season, the last game of the year in Pittsburgh against the Ravens. DK didn't play that game because he was suspended for that crap in Detroit.
Right.
Swinging at the fan. That double move he put on Awuzie, they lined him up in DK Metcalf's position for the touchdown. I look at stuff like that. Now, is it for 17? Can you extrapolate that over 17 games and say he can catch me 90 balls? Of course not. But they placed him in DK Metcalf's position, and he made the play. There was another game where 2 years ago, in his second year of his rookie contract, y'all almost decapitated him. I'm like, oh man, he's out. He came back in the game. The dude's tough as nails. Y'all have drilled him. The Titans have broken him up. And they've moved him all over the field, can return punts, can return kicks, with the increase in the salary cap. And if you actually have a decent wide receiver room, he can play his natural position, which is the slot. They put him in the X and the Y. He's not an X and a Y.
That's the point.
He's not that. He may make a play or two in the X and the Y and catch the defense asleep, but if the defense focus on him, what you think he's going to do? He's not going to do nothing. But they can afford to uptick his salary $1 to $2 million a year to keep him if they want to. So when I say he's on the list, I'm not breaking the bank for this last year.
Right.
But if he's affordable, I say we keep him just because of his versatility.
Now, what I hear a lot of Steeler fans say about him is they would love to keep him as similar to we got this guy number 16. I don't know if you know Talon Wallace for the Ravens. He's our number 4 receiver. He's short, just like Austin. Quick, can do a lot of similar things to. We're not going to make him the number 2 receiver. You know why? Because he's not a number 2 receiver. He's not even a number 3 receiver. That's why we went out.
Calvin can definitely be a 3.
I think he can be a good 3. He can be a good slot guy. So the point I'm making is that's why we went out and got DeAndre Hopkins. And then we've got this other young boy that they like a lot, Devontae Walker. So that group to go along with Zay and Bate. So I think they was using them wrong. I think Pittsburgh been using them wrong. And so now
Can't disagree with that.
but I don't think y'all gonna lose him because he unrestricted.
No.
Oh,
He's in the last year. Wait a minute. We're going to 26. He got drafted with Broderick. So the same year as Broderick. Broderick's going to his fourth. He's going into his 4th year.
Okay.
And they have to. I heard this somewhere on all the media I listen to May. I forgot the day in May to decide whether to pick up that 5th year option. You don't wait to the end of their 4th year.
Oh.
It's at the end of the 3rd year in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
So the Steelers have to decide on Broderick Jones, which they're not going to pick up his 5th year.
Okay. And you was high on him.
Well, I was high on him. Omar Khan was too, because that was his very first overall draft pick as a new GM. That was his first draft pick. The issue with Broderick, he sustained a neck injury in week 13, and it was more than just a stinger.
Oh.
They talking about, I don't want to put it out there, career ending, but it was severe enough for him to miss the remainder of the season in the playoff game.
I don't like neck. Whenever people start talking about neck, that's the one thing I don't like to hear.
It's a neck injury, Ed. And then the backup left tackle comes in, Dylan Cook, does very good the last 4 games of the year until you got to Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter. But they do that to a lot of tackles, so I'm not going to just necessarily beat Dylan Cook up, who was his backup, but he did exceptional. So this may not be working out too good for Broderick Jones. You weren't playing. You only played good half the year. You sustained a neck injury, and your backup did exceptional.
Start to see that right.
I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna put it on wax. I don't think they're gonna accept his 5th year.
Yeah.
They'll accept Calvin Austin's a very reasonable amount, and I think that is what is gonna happen in the Black.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what happens. But that neck injury is, you can't mess with it, man.
Yeah. That's our situation with Matabike. His career might be over. Neck.
Really?
We'll see. That's. I mean, it was week 2 or week 3, and then
Early.
a couple of weeks. Yeah, the Ravens didn't say anything. Then some reporters started asking him a question. What's up with? And Harbaugh was being very vague. I said, And as soon as I found,
You're a politician.
as soon as I found out it was his neck, I said, I'm just going to think the worst. I'm going to think they got to start preparing for life without him because he might not come back.
That is crazy. I didn't know what happened with Matt. Okay. Yeah, that's
So I know I shouldn't say this. I know I
say it anyway. You gonna say it anyway.
I mean, I don't want anybody to get hurt, but why do I have to be an all-pro? Why do I have to? Man, as soon as I heard that, I was like, man.
It was our starting left tackle that got the neck injury. And we got really fortunate that Dylan Cook is starter material. Now he gets the whole season to prove what he can do. And that a tackle isn't necessarily a need for the Steelers.
Right.
We don't have depth, God forbid one of them get hurt. But unfortunately, you can't carry 4 tackles on a roster. Roster's not deep enough for that. Tackle's not a need; it's a want for the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? So he busted his neck, and to be honest with you, in his 3 years here in Pittsburgh, if you told me, forget the sectional grades, A-, A+, B-, B+, either passing or failing, Broderick was failing. He was failing. I know he had a pretty good year this year, but this is his 3rd year. They drafted him #1 overall in 23.
And you know what, Mill? Even this year,
Not overall, Steelers first round.
right, Steelers first round. So you got to be careful. Quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers, Brady.
They hold on the ball too long.
Well,
Is that it?
no. Besides that, Peyton Manning used to do this too. They make offensive linemen look better than what they really are.
They are. I got
So the fact that he had a somewhat acceptable year this year because y'all got Aaron Rodgers, that's not surprising to me. I guarantee you, if Kenny Pickett was y'all quarterback this year,
We wouldn't have even been on the team. We would have caught him.
Jones would not have had a good year. And it's the
got you.
same
I got you.
guy. So why is he all of a sudden good with or at least serviceable with Aaron Rodgers? I've seen these quarterbacks. I don't know how they do it, man. I guess just being in the league for a million years, they just know how to manipulate things. They know exactly how to drop back, the exact amount of steps to drop back to make sure that they in a position where the guy can see. They don't. Aaron Rodgers doesn't need Jonathan Ogden. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice to have, but he doesn't need that. He
You can take a
knows,
tier 2 tackle and make him look better than what.
these guys know how to manipulate that pocket and get rid of the ball at the perfect second, and then the end result is, oh, Broderick Jones did pretty good this year. No, he didn't.
I got you. I said it. He his 3 years in Pittsburgh have been underwhelming. They have been. And I've been patient with him. I heard kept saying he's young. You know, when they drafted him, he's only 20. He's still young. His career isn't over, but it may be over.
Look, let me ask you this: what about the fact that immediately they didn't? That he was drafted to be a left tackle, but y'all stuck with Dan Moore, right? At first, right?
Well, yeah. Well, Dan Moore, when they drafted Broderick, Dan Moore was left. Broderick was right. He started right tackle.
Right.
And he started doing really well. Then the following year, they drafted Fautanu. He started right tackle, then they moved Broderick to left.
Right.
And that's where all the questionable playing started when he moved from left. And there's a difference. And they asked Tony, they said, Tony, you moving Broderick seems to be better at right than he is left. And he gave some wise ass comment about, you know, how the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. And I'm just like, what is
we all know that.
right, exactly. He said, this is a game of attrition. We have to do things to make us uncomfortable and adversity. And I'm like, okay, all right, Mike, I get it. All right, so they moved him left. He did better at right tackle.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My biggest memory of him is going to be when Aaron Rodgers threw that touchdown against Cincinnati, and he tackled Rodgers from the back. And Rodgers is 42 years old. You know, he needs to not get hit even by his own tip. Rodgers was pushed him away. What are you doing? Suppose Rodgers would have tore his ACL. So, but that's a whole nother.
I remember that. He said that's gonna be his career achievement moment.
That's going to be
really.
I remember him by. Is Rodgers pushing him away?
Oh well, it looks like Rodgers will be back in the black and gold. Everybody keeps saying Will Howard. I don't see it. There's been a lot of Malik Willis talk. I can't get over the fact, and I hate to hold this against a quarterback looking to get paid. I hope he gets every dime.
Me too.
But I just don't want it to be a steal of that. I don't want Will Howard starting. Will can be a backup. And Malik Willis can be in another uniform. But I can't get over him wanting to go to Liberty University because the competition wasn't as good. I can't get past that.
Well, you know what? Flacco went to Delaware.
From Michigan. He was actually at Michigan.
Yeah, but he didn't play that much.
He did.
So So the competition is one thing. What really concerns me about Malik Willis is the lack of starts. I think 8 NFL starts, and now you're looking for a fat payday. Like you said, if somebody want to give it, go and give it to him. I'm not giving it to him.
Salary cap. I've seen somebody say Malik about to pull 30 a year. I wouldn't do it. And there's being able to do it and being able to afford it. About half the league can do both. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. And I ain't saying he shouldn't get his money. But Fields is at 20. He ain't no better than Justin Fields.
Right.
And the Steelers didn't even pay Fields 20.
Yeah. See, another thing too, Mill, you got to be careful. I would never want one of the, and I'm not talking about Aaron Rodgers. He's a Hall of Famer, all time great. I'm talking about these other kind of lower level quarterbacks. I would be very careful getting a quarterback from either San Fran or Green Bay. They know
I
how
said
to
that
make.
2 podcasts ago.
They
I
know,
got you.
you did say that. They know how to make quarterbacks look
Floyd
good.
Shanahan, a quarterback guru. You know I'm the biggest Shanahan critic in the world, Ed.
That's-
If I acknowledge him, then
Yeah.
he's really good at it.
Don't get a quarterback, and if you do get one, don't expect him to do with you what he did. Remember
Yes,
when
I
Green
said
Bay?
that.
Remember when Green Bay had that guy, Matt Flynn,
Yeah.
and he balled out, had a 400-yard game.
And the Falcons paid him.
No, not the Falcons. It was Seattle.
Oh,
It was
Seattle.
Seattle.
Okay.
And the reason I remember why it was
And
Seattle.
Russ beat him out.
is because Russell beat him up. And I said to myself, no, wait a minute.
Right.
Hold it
Right. Yeah, I remember that. You went back a little bit.
You just got this big fat contract, and this rookie beat you, and and the rest is history. Russell in his second year won that Super Bowl. So you got to be careful. You know who else? Andy Reid knows how to make it. I remember Andy Reid made Kevin Kolb look good. You got to be careful with some of these guys. You think
There's
you
no
get
offenses. They know quarterbacks. They know play calling. They just born to do it. You got some cat, and I think LaFleur especially just made Malik Willis look like Steve Young for 2 games. And I'm sorry, that's not enough for me. And I hope he gets paid, but not by the Steelers.
all it takes is one.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. I think they're gonna. Here's the reason. Omar Khan gave a press conference because they in the combine and
Right.
When it comes to team sports, we all about team, but we're also all about winning. And I'm not for the individualistic person. I'm gonna do what I do, get my money up, despite what the team do. I hate that guy. But during Omar Khan's press conference in Indianapolis, one of the many things he said, this isn't going to be like last year. And I needed some clarification. Because unlike Kevin Colbert, who was the Steelers general manager for 20 years or 21, got 2 Super Bowls and went to 3. Colbert was 2 out of 3. So near the end of his career, the Steelers are 0-7 in their last 7 playoff games.
He fell off.
But Colbert was general manager for those first 4. Khan is just 0-3. We got to remember that. Khan is now 0-7. The tide changed. He said this isn't going to be like last year. And so the media looking like, okay, elaborate. He's like, Aaron got to come to camp when he wanted. You know that the league starts in March when the doors open and the lights come on and they start paying the bills. Mini camp in June, walkthroughs in mini camp in June, training camp in July, preseason in August, season starts September. That's the gauntlet. Aaron strode up in that after
Yeah, he's somewhere in Egypt,
or the ayahuasca or whatever. Because Aaron is an individual. Actually, that's one of the many things I actually like about him. Deion Sanders was an individual. These guys that are individuals make people uncomfortable. And we make people uncomfortable. We're individuals. That's fine. I ain't gonna hold that against you. But we got an organization to run. We're trying to win. Here's the issue. I think the Steelers may get Drew Aller in round 3, and I like Drew Aller,
Penn State.
quarterback out of Penn State. And here's why I've had to kind of change. I know I got my rating system: 2 thumbs down, 1 thumbs down, undecided, 1 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. At the end of 2024, I gave 2 quarterbacks 1 thumbs up: Nussmeier and Drew Aller. And this is going to come full circle.
Okay.
But at the end of 25, they were terrible. Nussmeier got benched in the month of December. His head coach got fired. He got benched. So now I'm like, man, I gave him 1 thumbs up. What's wrong with it? Do I need to recheck my rating system?
Right.
Then Penn State had a losing record this past year for 25, and that head coach got fired. So now I'm like, man, Aller's no good. It wasn't the quarterback. It was the head coaching. The universities recognized it and fired both their head coaches. Now, all of a sudden, Nussmeier and Aller haven't played a game since the end of 25, and now their stock is rising. They were never bad. At the end of 25, I'm like, man, maybe they're undecided. But I was looking at the win-loss record and the result, and I probably judged them too a little hastily. I'm going to put Nussmeier and Aller back in 1 thumbs up, which is really high in my rating system. And the reason I say that, the reason why Rodgers is hesitating, because Aaron's not coming back to play football to be a backup.
Oh, no.
He's not an administrator, Ed. He's not an executive secretary. Aaron is the boss of his own life. If Aaron comes back, he wants to know the job is going to be his. If the Steelers in about a month or a month and a half draft Drew Aller, then that's going to let him know where they are. That's why when Omar's like, this is going to be like last year, I'm saying to myself, did you let Aaron know that? Because I honestly don't think the Steelers should draft that quarterback this year.
Right.
I know it sounds crazy, me saying all the Super Bowls and the standard is the standard crap, whatever. But we seen the free agent market is not booming with Elways and Marinos. It's nobody out there.
It's nobody.
We got to go back with Rodgers. He gives you the best chance to win the most games, and you get a head coach that knows it. You run it back with Aaron. If you draft Drew Aller and you make it known to Rodgers, who could be on a 1-year deal, who only played for $10 million last year. You know, he played for 10 last year.
Yeah.
And I'll play Sam Darnold, who made 38.
Right.
Discount. If he is willing to do that again and tell, look, Aaron, let's go for it. We'll sit this boy behind you. Only an injury is he coming in behind you. Fine. But if you draft Allen, look like he's a quarterback for the next 15 years, if I was Rodgers, I'd be like, what you think of that?
First of all, I just want to add that under your scenario, then you all would have Aaron Rodgers, Mason Rudolph, Will Howard, and Drew. So that's just put.
And who's the last one?
Drew. You said Drew Allard this year, right?
Well, yeah. If they draft him.
If they draft him.
I've seen him mock fall to 3rd round for Drew Aller. If he falls to 3, I'm drafting.
So those 4 quarterbacks. So besides that aspect, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is on the same level as Jerry Rice, Brady, Breeze.
Near the end of their career.
The only problem is all those aforementioned guys, they love football. Jerry Rice loves football. Breeze loves football. Peyton Manning and Brady love. I don't know if you listen to Brady commentating, these games on
He still gets fired up in the color commentary.
He loves football.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't love. There's nobody that can convince me that this man loves football. Aaron Rodgers,
He loves what it can do for him.
he's excellent. It just so happens that he's excellent at it. You know something? Sure. Again, I wish Shaw was on. His boy, his favorite Raven of all time. I don't know if you know is Chris McAllister.
Chris McAllister, absolutely.
C-Mac one time said, he admitted it, and I kind of knew. He said football is. He said if we lose in the playoffs or miss the playoffs, he doesn't even watch the playoffs. He doesn't even watch. He said football is just his job. I said, this is Sean's favorite Raven.
Oh my God, I never knew Chris McAllister said
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I don't. I'm not saying that it has to be your life, but you don't watch. You're not even a fan.
Right.
So Aaron Rodgers. It just so happens that he's excellent at this, but he doesn't love it. He doesn't love it. So I personally don't. I don't think he's coming back.
I hear you. Well, if he doesn't, then Aller and Nussmeier, and if they fall, I don't think the Steelers are going to get him in the first 2 rounds. I wouldn't reach for either one in the second round.
Okay.
But if Aller falls
To the
round
third.
3, the guy is 6'4", 230. He's built like Roethlisberger. Their physical comp is bad. And he played at Penn State.
Penn
Got a
State.
chance to scout him a lot because he's just a couple hours away from training. He falls to 3, Ed, they're going to draft him. I don't know about 1 or 2. That's
How
too
do you
many
think?
holes.
How do you think the crowd is going to be in Pittsburgh? The draft. How you think they would react to that?
They're going to tear the stadium down if they draft him. They're going to have to call the riot police and use tear gas and ruin the draft for pick 22 and back. Steelers at 21 because I think if they draft that Penn State boy, just so happens a lot of Steelers fans and Nittany Lions fans.
No, wait a minute. If they in the third round, you think that's what the reaction would be?
Yes. I'm telling you, he dropped because he had such a bad 25. When him and Nussmeier at the end of 24, everybody, when I say everybody, a lot of people were like, oh man, those guys are top 5. They're going to go in the top 5. Now, this draft, they talking about, oh, somebody going to reach for him in round 3.
Right.
How do you fall from the first round in the top 5 in 1 year to the
That's-
third round?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. What you're thinking, other teams might have the same idea, and the difference is, it's not like you all pick early in the third round. Somebody might have the same thinking that you have, and
The Steelers got 3 third-round picks.
oh, okay,
They got an early, theirs, and a late one.
oh, okay. So
They got 3 thirds,
Got-
and
gotcha.
what they could do is, the Steelers have more draft picks this year than anybody. They have 12.
Right.
And if they really wanted them, and they could move up, I may even be tolerant for moving a 5th and a 4th to move up late in the second. Don't give up your original second round.
No.
Don't do that. But if
Right.
you can get 2 second rounders for Aller, to me that's a late second is the same thing as an early third. You give up a 4th and a 5th. You got 3 third-round picks. Maybe ditch one and move up late second after your original second round. That is the earliest I'll take them, Ed. First round, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And not even a second.
If you move some picks and get another second.
Gotcha.
That because the Steelers second is like pick 42. I would not do it at 42. After you make that pick, the Steelers have moved up. They select Drew Aller. All right, that's fine. If he's, I won't use overall draft pick number. I'll say what number pick for the Steelers' third pick of the draft, which it would be their third pick. It just be in the second round, be Drew Aller. I could absolutely live with that.
All right.
The boy has an arm. He can make all the throws. It was an unfortunate injury. He has the NFL body, the NFL arm, and the NFL mentality.
Right.
I think his leadership and coaching let him down in 25. I ain't making no excuses.
And well, in college
Yeah.
football is starting to get kind
Don't
of
like.
crazy. Well, it's getting crazy with okay. The boosters are putting so much pressure on these universities. Look, we donating this money. We need y'all to win some
Get
games.
it done. Right, I hear
Coaches
you.
are really
The boosters are paid, Ed. Now come on, now they got money.
it has gotten like the NFL.
Yeah.
College coaches used to have a lot of security. They used to be the king of that's why Nick Saban got out.
That's why he gone, and it's affected college basketball. Because the boy that was running a clinic at Villanova, a tall, slim Italian boy,
Jay Wright.
Jay Wright, left because of NIL.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wouldn't say that publicly, but I know that's why.
That's why.
And he was actually successful.
Oh man, it's
I love Villanova.
yeah, and I'm
He
very.
left for the NIL. He can't. And honestly, I'm making no excuses for these college basketball, college football coaches, but they control freaks.
Mm-hmm,
They're control freaks, and they can't take not having control. That's also part of it.
mm-hmm,
The players have a say, and they don't like it.
right.
We got to address that part.
Mm-hmm.
They are control freaks. Every single thing has to be their way, and they are not running a military boot camp.
Yeah,
Football and college basketball team.
yeah,
They
I mean-
control freaks.
yeah. I hear you. I just don't. You know I've never been a huge college football. If I don't know if some of the things that's happening now is going to endear me to them anytime soon. You know, I'm hearing guys that guys used to want to get to the NFL. Now
that's big.
they applying for 6th, 7th year. You know.
Trinidad Chambliss for Ole Miss
They
just applied
want-
for his 7th year.
Hey, come on, what is this? They want to. It reminds me of remember back in the day when we was little, Peter Pan and Never Neverland. You know,
Right.
that's what it reminds me of.
These players are never land, Eddie. Look, I have my cues. A player can have a questionable past. It's even like on a job application. I've talked to some hiring managers. I've hired a few people in my time. Not many, but just a few.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say it, a domestic issue wasn't the reason I wouldn't hire him.
Okay.
Arguing with your significant other, police will call, you got detained for 24 hours, released on your own record,
Mm-hmm.
and the following morning, I didn't care about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I cared about? Lateness and theft.
Mm-hmm.
Did you steal?
Mm-hmm.
Were you always late?
Mm-hmm.
A reckless driving charge? Locked up for driving too fast? Maybe he was late for work.
Right.
It's certain cues, and Trinidad Chambliss, going back for year 7,
Yeah.
is a problem for me.
Ridiculous.
You have an issue playing with the big boys?
Mm-hmm.
You comfortable? No. And he's talented.
Mm-hmm.
A BJ texted me the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Uncle Mill, y'all should get that boy at Ole Miss. I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm.
He texted me and we chatted up about football a few weeks back. He want to go play with the amateurs? Well, they pros.
Right. How would you all get him if he gonna stay in college his entire life?
7 years is too long to be in. He's not even going to class. He ain't been in class in 3 years.
I'm gonna tell you something else. Some of the smart organizations what they've started to look at. I understand the transfer portal. Okay, I understand. If you transfer once, okay, okay. But if you've transferred twice, almost your freshman year, your sophomore year, you playing for a different school. Okay, you know what that shows me? You can't handle adversity. If one of the assistant
You
coaches
sound like Mike Thomas.
hurts your feelings or says something you don't like, oh, I'm out of here. So if that's what you are, I'm not drafting you. And I don't care how talented you are. Because you could be talented, but you end up, maybe you another tour. Or maybe you another
Kyler Murray.
these guys, so everybody in the NFL is talented, but I need a guy who's going to hang in there even if things are not perfect. It's life. It's going to kind of be not perfect sometimes.
Ed, you preaching to to the choir, bro.
Mm.
It is a major issue. 7 year, and at first the NCAA denied it. He appealed, then they accepted it.
Oh, really?
So he's going back to Ole Miss, I
Okay.
believe. The last thing I heard for his 7th
All
year.
right. So he's going to be the first college football player at the age of 40 one day. I mean, mhm,
Making probably 8 million a year.
that's
I,
fine.
I I'm telling you, this boy Carson Beck from Miami.
Hmm?
He's he just went to the national championship, lost to
Hmm.
Indiana, but
Hmm.
that was his sixth. I
Okay.
don't think you should be in college that long.
So, you
That's
know
my
something?
opinion.
Now that I think about it, if I have a choice between staying in college, the pretty girls, and I'm making millions, or going to the NFL and getting hit by Cam
Beat the
Hayward,
crap up.
yeah, yeah, I don't necessarily want to get hit by Cam Hayward. So maybe that
And
maybe that is.
yeah, if you spend your money right, these boys are making millions a year. You
Mhm.
may not have to play pro ball if you're not stupid.
You might not have to.
You may not have to.
Hmm.
Carson Beck plays football in the state of Florida. It's no
Hmm.
state tax. It only
Hmm.
really benefits.
Hmm.
You make only 500,000 a year. He's making way more than that.
So once
So
again, this goes back to what I was saying about Aaron Rodgers. If you love football, now look, I was looking at interview with your boy for the University of Miami, the defensive guy. What's his name again?
Bane.
Bane.
Oh, I like Bane
Neil.
a lot.
This guy, I'm starting to hope that he falls to. I
14.
yeah, I don't
I
think
don't want to
it's,
see him twice a year. I really don't.
I don't think it's going to happen. But this guy says somebody asked him what his hobby is. He said football. He said I eat, sleep, breathe. You know.
Ruben Bain is the #1 edge rusher coming out this year. I said this either last week or the week before last. And now that I'm including Arvell Reese from Ohio State, and it's another good. This draft is heavy edge rusher.
Yeah, you were saying
So
that.
me saying Bain is the #1 is really a high compliment because it's a lot of good ones. I'm
Mhm.
talking probably 4 or 5 game changers
Mhm.
that's going to knock a ball loose in the fourth quarter.
Mhm.
Ruben Bain is the closest thing we have to Von Miller
Mm.
in this draft right now,
Mm.
and I'm gonna stick with that because I've seen
Mhm.
him play this year. I watched a lot of youth football in Miami. He has to be accounted for. Just say
I,
that.
I'm hoping that maybe he might slip because okay, um, Terrell Suggs slipped to us because he didn't run a good 40-yard dash time. You know what Brian Billick said? He said it's not 40 yards from the D line to the quarterback. That's all we need him to do. I mean, that makes sense to me. All these stupid teams. Ed Reed didn't run a fast 40 time. Ray Lewis, they said he was too small. So this guy Bain, I hope he slips because of this. What I was mentioning to you, I think last week, they're saying his arms are too short. Now, let me just say this about that. Let me just say this about that. That may be true. And one problem in the NFL, if you play in defense, short arms, I can see where it could be an issue only because the offensive lineman, really an excellent offensive lineman, is just somebody that knows how to hold and get away with it. That as far as I'm concerned. I mean, unless you are all-time great. So if their arms are longer than yours, I can see where that would be a problem. Getting off of that block would really be an issue. Um, I I lost you. I lost you.
How about now?
Oh, got you. Okay, go
Yes,
ahead.
now? Okay.
Yeah.
That think about the players that are gonna get drafted before, if possible, he falls to Ruben Baines. There's gonna be a run on wide receiver. That's the top four.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it last week. Then there's the quarterback going to the Raiders. That's 5. Then you got Reese, Styles, and Downs from Ohio State. That's 8.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then you got 2 stud defensive tackles.
Mm-hmm.
The one I want the Steelers to get in that second round,
McDonald.
what's this boy? Yeah, Caden McDonald
Mm-hmm.
and Clemson. Clemson is it Clemson?
Ye-
Texas
yeah.
Tech.
Mm-hmm.
They have one.
Mm-hmm.
That's 10.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you got edge rushers, linebackers, defensive. Oh,
And the running
the,
back.
t- the running back for Notre Dame is 11. The 2 tackles from Penn State and Utah.
Mm-hmm.
That's 13.
Mm-hmm. I hope he slips.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I hope he does it.
And the Ravens going to do the same thing they did when Kyle Hamilton was still sitting there at 14, and everybody in the room was looking at each other like we must be on the show, Punk, that MTV show, Punked. You know, we
Right.
must be
Is
because
it real?
we had him graded at least one of the top 6 players in the draft, at least. And
When
he's
y'all drafted Kyle, y'all drafted 14th that year too?
yeah, 14.
Y'all drafted 14th.
He fell to 14.
Well, I
So-
told y'all he was a Raven his senior year at Notre Dame.
He these guys are slipping, and some of the reasons that they are slipping, it reminds me of something Troy Aikman said a long time ago. Some of these teams are just forgetting, can the guy play football or not? That's that, you know, can he play? They thinking about everything else. They trying to find reasons not to draft a guy.
Right. I hear you. That is interesting. Ravens are 14. Ed, y'all are in a gold mine. Picking 14. I'm actually not disappointed with the Steelers at 21.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be where we've been picking the past 5, 6, 7.
You feel like y'all still going to get what you want?
The boy from UW, Denzel Boston. I'm seeing several mocks for him falling to the Steelers at 21.
Mm-hmm.
It's only one person I heard say the Steelers shouldn't get him at 21 if he falls.
Mm-hmm.
They should go back to the trenches. He said he's aware the Steelers need help in skill position,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but he wouldn't go. He said, well, Boston isn't going to be there in the second round. He said, no. He said, but there are 20 wide receivers, 20 to 25 good game-changing receivers. It's not just about the top 4, because unless you're sorry, you're not getting one of them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He's like, if Boston is gone by the time the Steelers pick, he said that he actually viewed that as a blessing for the Steelers.
Oh.
If he's available, you get him, that's fine. But if he's gone, he's like, that could be a blessing. That is nothing to conflict. And so the good organization, Ying, when all the other 25 general managers, Yang, they start seeing what other GMs and teams are doing, and they panic.
Mm-hmm.
The Carson Ozzie, in my opinion, have never panicked.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You agree with that?
it
Or
does
the
happen
Carson
often.
or Ozzie?
Actually, to be honest with you, Ozzy,
Oh?
it hasn't happened often, but it has happened.
Really?
Yes,
It
it
seems like
has happened.
Ozzie, other than
Yeah.
drafting wide receiver, he was a great.
Well, that's the problem. One year, because he knows Ozzy looked around the league and saw all these stud receivers. In 1 year, he drafted Brashard Perryman in the first round. and,
I forgot about that. All right, my bad.
And
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. You know, I see the guy's big. He's fast. You know, Ozzy and his scouts are the ones that watch the tape. So I said, I figured that the guy must be good. You know, Ozzy, nope. He panicked that time, and he went against what he normally does, and he drafted according to need. And turns out the guy couldn't play.
Right. right. I got
So
you.
so he must have
Forgot about
slapped
Hardman.
himself,
All right.
slapped himself, bad Ozzy, and then he went back. I guarantee. Now I don't know the very next year who we drafted in the first round, but I guarantee you, he hit again in the first round once he went back to his roots. Guarantee you.
I got you. Okay. You weak. Drop Rashard Perryman on me, Ed. I forgot all about that. Right. Let's
You
go.
can't. You can't. And that's why I was going to say. Oh, that's what I was about to say to you a couple of minutes ago. What I would do if I was y'all, and this is why I said to you, Mill. I like the best player available strategy. When it comes to needs, that's what free agency is for. See, because what ends up happening is if I draft the best player available, and then I sign somebody as a free agent, somebody who I know can play. Like for example, take let's say we're not able to come to terms with our center, Linderbaum. So and let's say you need now y'all don't need a center, y'all like Frazier, but let's say
I
a
do
team,
too.
a team needs a center. So fine. I sign Linderbaum and I draft Caleb Downs. Now I got two guys who can play. So why would I draft well this draft is loaded on receiver and pass rusher. What position is this draft not loaded on? Would you would say?
It's not loaded on tackle
Okay, let's start right there.
or
Why
quarterback.
Yeah, well, right. You're right. Okay, right. That's even a better example.
It's a
Why
couple.
on earth would I draft Ty Simpson in the first round because I need a quarterback? Yeah, I need a quarterback, but I don't need a guy that can't play. So draft the best player, and that's why I heard Ozzy say one time he wishes the draft was first and then free agency. He wishes the draft was in March. And I didn't understand at first why he said that. Now I know why he said that.
Right.
He wishes the draft was in March and free agency was in April.
I got you.
Draft the best player and then go. But now, okay, you gotta get your free agents and make trades or whatever in March, and then the draft is in mid to late April. But at any rate, you're trying to supply your organization with as many guys as possible who can play. So whatever you got to do to make that happen, and one way to, and I know Lil Percy doesn't want it. We talked about this a little bit last week. He doesn't want to hear it. But somebody's going to slip to us, Mill. And if all these other guys are taking Bain and all these guys, let's say Caleb Downs is there at 14.
You get a,
The Ravens have to take him. I understand you need a safety, but
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Ed.
you have to take him.
He may be a safety. He can play both safety positions. And I seen him playing a slot. The boy is just...
For all we know, he might end up being better than Kyle Hamilton.
His brother plays for the Colts, Josh Downs.
Oh, really?
That's
Oh,
his
yeah, that's his
brother.
brother. Oh, okay.
That's his brother.
Mhm.
So it's something in the blood. It's something in the DNA, Ed.
Yeah.
Them Downs boys got it. It is what it
And,
is.
and I'm gonna tell you something else. Percy said he wouldn't want that. He actually would pass over down and let somebody take him at 15. I bet you if Malachi Starks tore his ACL in week 3, you wish you had Hamilton and Caleb Downs back there. You see how the NFL works? Take the best player. Period. End of discussion.
Somebody, y'all have such a good position at 14. Somebody is going to fall to y'all.
Mhm.
I don't know who,
Mhm.
but they're going to show BPA, best player available, after 13 picks. And I'm going to look at it. And the good thing is the draft is on a Thursday, so maybe we can do a live show while it's running.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what time on Thursday.
Normally about 7.
And we start this at
Mhm,
7. That'd be great.
Mhm.
If we could start it like around pick 10
Right.
to catch the... Well, I don't know if we're going to be on long enough for it to go to 21. When the
Right, for
Steelers-
21. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we could log on around pick
Or,
12.
or maybe y'all will trade up. Or maybe y'all would
Depends on how much.
and maybe y'all would leapfrog us and go to 13.
Just to spite y'all, just to spite y'all ad and get. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Well, you got 12 draft picks, but it is what it is. Hey, before we end, uh, I got a chance to watch my first
Okay.
spring training game today. Got home from work a little early. I saw the Orioles playing the Detroit Tigers. It's just spring training. Watching this. This is the first baseball I've had to watch since Game 7 of the World Series. And Dean Kramer's in midseason form.
Okay.
Dean looks good.
hmm
That's what I want to end the show. Our boy Deanie is slinging that pill.
6 starters, 6 capable starters. I like that.
That's crazy, but who runs a rotation of 6 then?
Well,
We may not run. We may do 5.
or
And
somebody will get hurt.
oh, okay. Yeah, we got 6 starters.
And again, like I was saying to you, you may start the season with 6 because you want to ease the innings limit on Bradish. You know, he was coming off an injury.
He's coming off.
So and another thing too, Neil, the reason I like the 6 starters thing is when the playoffs come, you notice how you only go to a 3-man rotation. So you need 3 healthy, and you need 3 studs. Now, I wouldn't want Zach Eflin,
Bassett.
Dean Kramer, Zach Eflin, Dean Kramer, and Bassett. I wouldn't want those 3 to start a playoff game. Maybe Bassett because of his experience, but those guys are
Eflin started a few too.
he has. But those guys are here to eat up innings, you know, because you got to get through 162 games. For that first series, I want Bradish, I want Trevor Rogers, and I want the guy they got from Tampa, Shane Baz. Those 3, I like my chances. I know the Yankees going to throw Max Fried at me and whoever else.
So you already said how you felt about that. It's all gonna fall off.
If Garrett Cole is healthy, okay, fine.
Garrett's a beast.
Boston, whoever, Toronto. But if I'm starting a playoff series with our lineup,
You gonna start those 3 over Eflin, Bassett?
oh yeah, you know why? Because those 3 have
Okay.
missed stuff, the Cy Young type stuff, nasty, throw it past you type stuff. You know, Eflin is a contact pitcher.
He is. But Eflin was actually for a while the Rays #1.
Man, for a playoff game, Neil, I won.
Because Rogers, Bradish, and Baz will be in that first series with Bassett, Kramer, and Eflin backing them up.
Yeah. If somebody
That's interesting. I say you always give me something to think about. Okay, I know we're a long way from the playoffs. This first game ain't even started yet, but that's interesting. Okay, we may run 5 as they slowly work Bradish back in, which would be fine with me. I like Bradish and Kramer. Tyler O'Neill banging the pill today. The boy they got, Taylor Ward from the Anaheim, he went 3 for 3 today. Our pitching may take a while to catch traction, but I think we're gonna score some runs this year, Aaron. Our lineup is serious.
Did you see Basallo get hurt? How bad was his injury?
I didn't see that because I was doing stuff around the house. We still unpacking from this mess from all this construction. The game was on in the living room, but it was just on. I wasn't in there watching it.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know he got hurt till you just told me 3 seconds ago.
Yeah.
What happened?
A play at the plate. He reached out to tag the guy. At first, I thought his arm got messed up. You know how you reach out but they said abdominal discomfort. I didn't hear anything else. So again, we have a catcher who a lot of teams would love to have. So they're pretty deep. Now, I'm not happy about Jordan Westberg. He could miss the whole season. I'm not sure how that happens the entire off season. And now, okay, Jackson Holiday.
Westberg.
Westberg.
Jackson's hand.
Look, let me tell you something. If Dad was around, Of course, everybody loves a superstar. You know, he would enjoy watching Gunnar Henderson play.
Right.
Dad's favorite player would be Jordan Westberg. There is no championship team that doesn't have a Jordan Westberg on it. It's similar to like when we had J.J. Hardy some years ago. Some guy.
You know, one of my favorite baseball players, not to cut you off here, but Bryce Harper's like that. They have one gear. Bryce said that publicly, even when he was with the Nats. He said, I don't have gears. I have one. When I'm on the field, I go. Can appreciate it, but Westy, we need you, bro.
Yeah,
What you
yeah.
doing,
So,
man? And Jackson Holiday busted his hand up. He's out through April.
but he is going to come back. Holiday is going to come back. It's a question mark about Westberg.
Who's gonna play third? Well, we had 180 million to give to a pitcher. Let's give
They
him a third.
they trying Kobe Mayo at third. Now he can hit, but
Yeah, Kobe got some hits today.
yeah,
I
but
heard it when I was in the kitchen.
he's not going to handle that glove at the hot corner like Westberg
I
or the
saw
guy
him, I saw him over
Ramon
there.
Urias either.
Oh, Urias, he played that third. I saw him over there earlier today. It was a little bush league.
Mm-hmm.
It was. He handled it, and he actually made a good play.
For one thing, he's too tall.
He is extremely tall. He is. Kobe's a big dude. It was a dribbler down third. And you know, as a third baseman, not a dribbler, a high bouncer. You play the ball until you hear the ump say fair or foul. Well, the ump said fair. So Kobe grabbed the ball. It looked like he thought it was going to be foul. Well, when the ump go like this, it's to Kobe's back though. He can't see it, so the ump has to yell it. So the ump yells it fair, and it was fair. Kobe gets it and hums it to first and got the guy out. He didn't even feel. So that's my first impressive play I've seen him play at third at this youthful stage of third. So he has a really, more of the story is his throw to first is a cannon. With them long arms, it should be. He fielded it, fine. He ain't Greg Nettles. I don't expect him to be. His throw to first. It looked like the ball just left his hand and it wound up in the first baseman's mitt.
Okay.
Alonso. Alonso. Yeah. Yeah. Who's looking great too. Looking great too. Ward looking good. Alonso looking good. Gunnar still unhinged and still emotional.
Right, he's about to go to the World Baseball Classic, right? He about to do the team. Now, in conclusion, one other thing I want to say about Pete Alonso, and I think I mentioned this. Now, all the more so, opening day, you're probably not going to have Basallo, Jackson Holiday, or Jordan Westberg. So now, I would really sit down with Pete Alonso if they haven't done it already. I really would like him to DH because I want that extra bat. I want Mountcastle. You know, because even if Mountcastle doesn't hit with the power that he did before, still he's a capable bat, and I need both. I need that bat
That's
in the lineup.
interesting, yeah.
I need that bat in him. I can't have Mountcastle sitting on the bench and Alonso
Only
playing
got
for.
those 3 hitters out.
And not to mention the fact, Neil, that Mountcastle is better defensively than Pete Alonso. So that's reason number 2 why you do that.
Yeah, it's a defensive upgrade. Okay, I agree with that. Causa in center. They got Heston Kjerstad out there in left field today, and he was about to snatch a home run. The Detroit Tiger hit it. The ball hit his glove, it bounced out of his glove, and the glove bounced back in the field of play. Kjerstad is one of these players that when I see Heston Kjerstad play, I'm like, he has to hit 300 and at least 30 home runs every year.
Right.
His fielding in the outfield,
He's not a fielder.
oh my God. And because his fielding lacks the way it does, your bat has got to be there, and that's not quite what it should
Gotcha.
be. He's one of these guys, he's going to get chances because he looks the part. He's built for the role. But when the ball went in his web, bounced out, bounced back in the field to play, the glove came off his hand. I'm like, Heston,
You're not going to make him a fielder. Just like you can't necessarily teach guys how to hit like him, you are not going to make him into a fielder. It's not
Colton
going to happen.
Cowser came in the league playing a stellar left field like he was
Mm-hmm.
doing for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Mullins went to the Mets. They moved him over to center field, and he never missed a beat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cowser, that's why I'm patient with him with his bat, hitting 240
Mm-hmm.
or whatever he hits, because he
Mm-hmm.
plays a stellar field.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cowser went from left to center and like it was nothing.
And in left field, when we had Cedric, they said that the metrics said that Colton Cowser was one of the best defensive left fielders in the game.
He played Fenway Park like he was a Red Sox.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He owns the Green Monster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you, well, and you've seen it too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So him hitting 240, 20, 25 home runs, I would like those numbers to be up a little. But when he gives me in the field, I'm going to go ahead and shut up about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Per se, I don't know what to think of this dude.
They probably gonna trade him.
Okay. All right, maybe somebody else can get something out of him. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Sounds good.
All right, Eddie, that's it, man.
Appreciate
Got
it.
through with just us two, the duo.
Man. We don't need them too.
Yeah, I know, right? Forget them. They young. They ain't got no stamina. They ain't about this life, man. They ain't about this life. But I appreciate you, Ed. This episode will be up Saturday morning, baby. All right. Talk to you on, man. See you.